Hello? Hello. You can deal with this. You can deal with this. Hello? Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. Today we have Roots. Yeah, a Roots deck. I know there is no Tywar, but the deck is still really powerful, as you will see in the games later. We have also a new card from the new set, which is Ouroboroid, a 4-mana 1/3. I'm pretty sure you saw this card many times. It is a plant, which is really important in this deck, and a worm, which is not as important. But yeah, at the beginning of your combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. So this being a plant, of course, is really powerful, because Insidious Roots here, the main enchantment of this deck, a 2-mana enchantment, creature tokens you control have add 1 mana of any color, yeah? And whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 0/1 green plant creature token, then put the +1/+1 counter on each plant you control. So this is a plant, right? This, and you will see, grows crazy. This entire board will grow so crazy. And yeah, this is the main thing we play. We don't have the mites anymore, but we play the fungus now, which is a 1-mana 1/2. For 2 mana, we can sacrifice this creature, choose one, destroy an artifact, destroy an enchantment, or draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. This, of course, pairs up really well with the Cauldron here, which is a 2-mana artifact. You can exile a card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put the +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. We can use this effect, but we also have oozes here, like the Scavenging Ooze, a 2-mana 2/2. For 1 green, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put the +1/+1 counter on this creature and you gain 1 life. So the life gain here is already really nice, right? We love to have that. Super good. Also, it grows really fast and really, like, and against mono red, and you will see this card wins you the game. We also need ways to mill. So we have here the Molt Tender here, which is also a mana dog at the same time, a 1-mana 1/1. You can mill a card, or you can exile a card from your graveyard and add 1 mana of any color. The exile effect, of course, goes really well with the roots here. Then we have 2 Espe's Origin, also a way to gain life. You can Surveil 2, gain 2 life. And if this spell was cast from your graveyard, exile it, then put it on the battlefield, transform onto its own controller with a finality counter on it. That costs 4 mana. It will be the Summon Esper Marduin, a 4/4 enchantment creature. It is a saga with 3 turns. In the beginning, you reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, put in your hand. It's nice. Add 2 green. And in the end, all the creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain trample until the end of turn. This can be helpful if you have a white board, you can go in. We also play 4 cash grabs here. This card is really good, because it also helps us to return our roots, right? We mill 4 cards. You may put a permanent card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. If you control a Squirrel or return the Squirrel card, this way you create a food token. We do have Squirrels. We play a 2-of Curious Forager, a 3-mana 3/2. When this creature enters, you may forage. When you do, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Also a way to get our roots back. We also have other cards then to put more cards in the graveyard, and that's the Overlord of the Balemurk, a 5-mana 5/5 with embedding 5 for 2. When this permanent enters or attacks, mill 4 cards, then you may return a non-avatar creature card or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, we cannot get roots with this one, but we could get a Forager or other cards, so it's really strong. We play 2 Disruptive Stormbroods here. This has 2 reasons, right? First is a removal spell as a creature, so we can get it with this card and with the cash grab as well. So we want to have a removal in a creature. You can also play 3, maybe 3 is the way, but I played 2 and it felt good so far. When this enters, you can also destroy an artifact or enchantment. It's a 5-mana 3/3 flying, quite expensive, but the Omen side is 2 mana and you can destroy target creature with power 3 or less. We also play Qarsi Revenant here, a 3-mana 3/3 with Death Touch lifelink. Also really important again, there are lots of aggressive matchups and the lifelink comes in handy. And with Renew, you can exile this card for 3 from your graveyard, put a flying counter, a death touch counter, and a lifelink counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. So yeah, as you can see, there are many good cards in this deck, and also we play the Llanowar Elves here. Mana base quite simple. We do play 2 Great Arashian City here, mainly to also get tokens and exile creature cards from our graveyard to trigger our roots. But this deck really, guys, can be so explosive. And I had crazy good games with this deck. Crazy good games. We destroyed the artifact deck. We won against Mono Red. Really cool deck to play. Yeah, a huge fan of this card, of course. And yeah, I wanted to try if Roots is still viable. And this card makes it really viable still. Yeah, I highly recommend to watch these games. It's quite entertaining. And if you like my content, of course, you can subscribe, like, leave a comment. I always try to answer as many comments as possible. I think so far I managed to answer all the comments. And you can always write me a private message as well in Discord. Every link is down in the description below. And yeah, I would say have fun with the games. Hamide-chan. Okay. We keep this for sure. We keep this for sure. We have to be patient with roots here though. Which is the optimal play here? It's most likely... If we find a land, I want to keep these 2 together. So it is the Ouroboroid and the Fungus, I think. I'm gonna get double roots here. Do we want to get double roots? No. Okay. So next turn, Perfect World is drawing a land that's not untapped. That's like the Perfect World. Chocobo, okay. Need to find some removals, which we don't have too many. This is a harder matchup. As long as they don't have Tifa or Hydra, we okay. We can get big creatures as well. They want to fight here with my Llanowar Elf, maybe, but... Interesting choice. Wow. I mean, sometimes you draw it, you know. That's an interesting choice here. But yeah, they could play next turn, so... And now they play a land, which will not benefit them, so that's fine by me. Okay, we got a land here. So I think we play Roots and Cash Grab. Gonna get the creature here. Okay, so we do have plays. We have Ooze as well, which is really nice. We don't have a creature in the graveyard though. Don't have a creature yet. Okay, yeah, they get a bigger Chocobo, which is not so nice. I would like to find a good card here, of course, but we dodged the Hydra, which is good enough. We will not block here. No block. No block. I'm gonna cash grab again. Cauldron is not a bad card, but I want to use the roots as much as I can here. I think that's the play. Okay, we definitely go this one here. We're getting quite strong, which is really nice. And next turn we have Ouroboroid, which is also nice. So this one will pump our creatures even more. We're not fan of the Chocobo, but we can get a creature out here. As long as the Chocobo doesn't have trample, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, Tifa is dangerous. But once our Ouroboroid actually comes in... Okay, so here we're gonna do this. They usually cannot answer it. Then we're gonna remove this one. We will go white here. I can tell you that. How many creatures do we have left? One. Okay, we're going to get one here. Our graveyard. It's going to be you. Getting more of these is good. And then we could... Can we? No, we cannot. We cannot. Never mind. Okay, next. Now we get really big creatures. Really, really big creatures. Okay, that's an 8-9 here and a 7-8. And we definitely go in with these two. So that Space Worm will make our creatures really, really big. Really, really big. And that's it. Roots is good if they don't have a Trampler. So, yeah, GG. And we have... kind of weird hand, to be fair. Kind of weird hand. And we're gonna keep... We have cash grab so we can find something. And Ooze can trigger the... Can trigger Roots. And then maybe Disruptive Stormbrood is our removal. So it's not a bad hand. It's not a bad hand at all. I wish this would be a Roots. But what do you want to do? Is control again? Today is only control. All day long. I'm gonna play a creature here to pressure. Mainly just to pressure. Okay, it's this matchup. Which is fine, I guess. I'm gonna drop this one here. It's okay, we got a creature. And I have to deal with this one. Okay, Battlefront, yeah, sure. Let's see what they find. They're also on the play. Okay, they found something. They found something. So they will have a snare. But then at least we make them play the snare. Still have a Stormbrood at one point. It's a snare. We're gonna play another one. Our Overlord also gets activated soon. We're gonna keep this. So we try another one. They try to find an answer. We keep them occupied at least. And we have 2 removals and we have a Cauldron for Fungus. Battlefront, yeah, sure. Opponent is not a bad hand. Yeah, sure, top deck. Absolutely brutal, but what can we do? And I get, wow, that's gonna be tricky. Okay, so we need to get rid of this and this. Heart. We have to get rid of this one. They can play another one, but still. The way to do it is to make sure they don't have a board. I have Fungus and Cauldron here, which is super nice. So they get another one. At least the dragon is flying. We will get rid of this one too. And our Overlord is activated next turn. So our Cauldron has to do this. Net? Okay. That 6/6 will stick there though. Okay, we also can get the Ouroboros back. True, we cannot use this efficiently. Here. Is still this one. I want to keep my Cauldron right now on hand. So I could maybe get Roots, Cauldron. Yeah. Didn't find the Roots though. But we can replay it next turn. Or do we want to get the Cauldron? Maybe it's actually the land play this. The Forge card is also good. But quite disappointing here. Yeah, now we get one. We have another one there, we get one. We just try to make sure that we get rid of all these synthesizers. We take damage here, yeah. Okay. I mean, that 6/6 is annoying. They find another synthesizer now. Okay, they try to do that. That's actually a good plan. What do they copy here? The problem with Cauldron is now that they can just copy their things. Okay. They cannot do a copy of the synthesizer, so we get rid of the synthesizer again. As long as we manage them, maybe we have a chance. Okay, that's an interesting one. They can only have one though. Maybe we get rid of Bay. The land is a huge problem. Could get rid of the creature too. But they maybe have another Bay on hand, right? So if I get this one, I feel like I have to get this one. But I could also get this one. Yeah, let's go. Let's go this. And then let's try to blow everything up, right? The synthesizer they could get is annoying, but otherwise I have to play base synthesizer. Base synthesizer. Or do I get the worm? I can get the worm to make pressure. Yeah, I think we go pressure now. As much pressure as we can. We sadly didn't find a root, but yeah. This is the most pressure we can deliver. And I have Cauldron, so I can get rid of their artifacts next turn. So yeah, that's what I mean. They have to do this. And now they can Bay for Synthesizer, and then I'm just gonna get all the artifacts gone, right? And then we have one more Synthesizer gone. This is a wild game here. Okay, so good for me, I guess. Good for me. I would love to find the roots. I still do have to get rid of. But this is interesting actually. If I don't get rid of this, I have a problem. They get rid of my Cauldron next turn. It's okay, yeah, that's how we do it. We play it. Yeah. They have nothing in the net anymore, so let's see. We're gonna use this. Exile a land here. Then we're gonna destroy this one again. I'm gonna make them forced to get rid of the Cauldron here. Destroy target artifact, then we go this. So they already have a legendary in here. So let's see how they play around this now. One synthesizer left. They can copy it. They need a snare on hand right now. They need a snare on hand. I'll play a 2 mana, get snare. Yeah, that works too. They need to get rid of Cauldron, otherwise I just demolish the entire artifact board. This is quite a cool matchup. Sometimes I think get rid of Bay, but I'm pretty sure they have another Bay in hand. If they go for auto synthesizer, it's the wrong play. Yeah, so they have to take that. Get rid of Cauldron. That's interesting. That's so interesting. That is really interesting line there. That's the last net. Take a lot of damage here, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, of course he will do that. So hopefully find a creature. Gonna get this one. We could get rid of this one. They don't really have something in their graveyard they can use efficiently. So we get this one here, which is nice. Make this one stronger and even more stronger, and now we have some pretty strong creatures on the board. Because this is a plant, guys, and you know. So we get rid of all the snares. They have one synthesizer left. There's one creature on board which we can block. I think we managed. Okay, they try to force me to attack, right? Okay, they get rid of that one. Sure. I still have 14 life. And I will start target there. Okay, so that's the last synthesizer. Okay, they get another creature. Now we have to be a bit careful though. But I do have the power of... Okay, so yeah, double synthesizing. Okay. It's gonna be a really interesting turn. We take the 8. We're gonna get really white though. Okay. And we're gonna get some life too, which is nice. Okay. So here we're gonna start off with removing a creature. Getting the plants in. And we have lethal here. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. This is really impressive. And then we're gonna do it again. We're just gonna destroy the token there. This is really powerful. Sorry if you hear some noises in the background. Wow. And you gonna destroy this token. And I think this is okay. Let's do one more just for good measures. One more for good measures. And I would like to swing for, I would say a lethal here. GG. Cool game, cool game. Tricky game, but we went there, and I think we did well. Nice. Okay. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. Can fill our graveyard with the Overlord next turn. Okay. Today we have a lot of Azorius decks. We can take. We don't have to mill here. But I've actually, no, I have to do it like this. So now we have to consider they may have... Okay, they have a Get Lost. Okay, it's the same deck again. So we need to find Roots. This is a good card, which we will not play now. I think we're going for them playing a Snare. Hello. Forcing them to play Snare, I think, is the best way, and if they don't have Snare, then have fun. Have fun with this. This is literally what it is. If you don't have Snare, ouch. There's the Snare. We have an answer for the Snare, which is also nice. Now, how do we play this here? Answer Snare? Yeah, I think it still ends a Snare here. They don't have another Snare. They maybe play Synthesizer, but there's still a lot of damage here. So we make them have the Snares. And our Overlord is ticking up. Do you have it? Do you have it? Okay, they probably have a Battlefront here and maybe find a Snare. The thing is, they need to get rid of this space plant worm here, otherwise, ouch. No root yet, so maybe Cash Grab first. Cash Grab would be probably the right choice here. Cash Grab into land. Synthesizer is interesting. It's maybe too slow. Maybe they try to set up a Battlefront. So yeah, let's see what we find. Cauldron would be nice. Enigma Jewel. Yeah. So we definitely go with this. I do like Roots though. That's a hot one. Getting another removal for the enchantment is also really important. But I think we go with Roots here. Could have pushed a bit more damage. But Roots gives me a really good turn soon. So they have to go Battlefront now, but my creatures will go really strong, right? So if they Battlefront, they need to find Snare. If they don't find Snare... Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm not 100% happy with this, but... Yeah. I wish I would have found a Cauldron though. They still have to deal with our plant. Because next turn, our Ooze will do a lot of work. Ooze will do a lot of work. Ooze is good, of course Overlord is also quite good. Okay, that's good for me. That's nothing special. If they cannot find a way to deal with the worm, I think we have it. Okay, well, we don't have it yet. They have no way to tap my worm. So we're gonna play this. Make our worm quite strong here. Our board is pretty explosive here. Oh, they can tap it, but we're gonna attack first. So they need a lot of answers. A lot of answers. They can tap it, yeah. But the 10 damage will come through. So let's see what they have. Put them on 3 and we have 3 creatures, which are quite... Actually 4 creatures. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? This card is so powerful, and this deck, it feels amazing. I'm a huge fan of this now. Okay, they draw a card. It doesn't stop this card from being super powerful though. It doesn't stop it. So how you want to deal with it? If you have Battlefront, you need Snare. You need Snare. And not a Synthesizer. Or double Snare. Double Snare is the only way. Good game. And again, we defeated the artifact deck. which is a deck we find a lot, so it's quite nice to win this matchup. This is our hand. I think we keep this hand. Hello. That's an Inspector. And this is our Llanowar Elf. Wrong land though, but okay. Should have been this, in case I draw 2 marshes. Okay, so this is gonna be an interesting game. I already can tell you. We're gonna try to play as many creatures as we can for our worm to make us stronger. Mono white, mono weenies. Weenies over there. Weenies have answers for the worm with the ghost in the shell. That's something. Okay. That's a good one. So which card do we want them to hit with Ghost in the Shell? I'm gonna play Roots here, and then a cash grab. Do you wanna play the cash grab now? Let's do it. Let's do it. They usually don't have instant speed enchantment removal. And then if we have a worm... Oh wow, they have something. That is quite impressive. I didn't play around Commander here, of course. Pretty good, of course. You cannot play around everything, right? We're gonna get this here. And then it's fine. We definitely want to have a fungus here, just in case. Okay, blue. Okay, it is that deck. Kafar Commando. Interesting. Do they run counters? Do they run counters? We don't know. Like, so far everything's possible. Okay, trying to find something here. But this one seems like to tick, which is good for me. We're gonna play the fungus first here. Get that card stronger too. And then we worm it up. Usually they don't have an answer now with double white. I mean, they have, but not in this deck. Maybe they play Get Lost, but not something you see. Yeah, maybe you could play Get Lost here, right? Okay, we have a 3/3 here. And I will attack, I think. If they have another Kafar Commando, so be it. Funny. They actually had another one. Who knows that? But we have another worm here. Pressure a lot next turn. If they don't have an answer for the Ouroboroid. Bunny. Okay, we just have to get bigger than Bunny, which we will get. Okay, it looks like they have a Sheltered by Ghost. But we have the fungus on the board. Which they don't like for sure. They do not like the fungus. I would like to have another one. So, we know they have a Sheltered. I will not attack here. I could attack with the Llanowar Elf. Which I will do. I take any blocks here. But yeah. I want to keep my 2 worms here. If I can trade with 2, I'm happy with this. Like a Llanowar Elf trading into a bunny is really good for me. Okay, so they block. Bunny is a 3/3 now. So I need a way to deal with my worms. Otherwise, not easy. Not easy. Okay, this is Sheltered, like we knew they have. But they have to take the fungus, right? Like, and then you take the fungus and our worms get like huge. It's not easy. Ah, maybe they have a double one. Double is possible. Double ghost is possible. That's a really weird attack. Okay, yeah. Would have been lethal there. I will block that. Okay, so here we can go flyer maybe. It's a solid flyer. We just go white. It's pretty hard to, you know, to deal with this board state. Yeah, they have a block, but it doesn't help that much. We still have a 19/19 flyer that gets even bigger next turn. So yeah, these worms against this type of deck is really powerful. Good game. We definitely had a really, really strong hand in this matchup. And yeah, that's the game. GG. Okay, Barney. Yeah, we keep this. It's kind of funny that I don't draw the roots early on. I always find it. Oh, not always find it, like at games where I don't find it, but hey, I cannot complain. I have Llanowar Elves every time, so. Blue. Siren. Okay, we try to develop a board then. Try to develop board. Okay, we have an Ooze, which is nice on this on here. Like they have removals, yeah, but we try to develop as much as we can. A bat, okay, yeah, bat is fine. I wonder what they take. I think it's cash grab. It has to be cash grab here. Like with this hand, it is usually cash grab. I will trade my Ooze with them as well. But I can mill with the Tender, which is also nice. But you will take cash grab here. Why that one? Why that one? I think it is cash grab, right guys? I mean, I'm drawing another one, but... Getting a removal is good. We are developing a board here. And they have to deal with Ooze. Our Stormbrood is a removal, so they have to be careful as well. Even if they Kaito here, they have to be really careful because we have a lot on board here. Okay, I mean that one will just die. They're looking for land. That is something. It's probably too slow now. Double blue. Double blue. Okay, they make some, yeah. They know that we will kill the bat, right? It's interesting. What do they want? I mean, they kill the Ooze there, but still. Okay. Always do this. And then we're gonna attack the Ooze. We could forage, but there's nothing good there. You don't block this. You just don't. I mean, you can. Then we cannot make a token, right? But yeah. Okay. They have something we can take here, which is nice. Now the question is, do we wanna? Yeah, we wanna take it. We go for damage. That's fine. We're gonna mill now. So they have to use it on the Ooze, because that Ooze is pretty strong. If they play Kaito, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. To keep that one back, that makes sense. We're gonna mill. I do like this card here. That's about it. We have a decent flyer on the board. Can also make tokens now. Can remove the ooze and make a token. Going a bit wider. That 3/3 flyer is powerful. If they attack, they have a Kaito. Yeah. Make a token here. We make a token. A land. Not really good. They may block with both. But that's okay. That is okay. Maybe I have removal spell too, yeah. Possible. They can develop Kaito here, which we also have to consider. This is nothing real. That's not really a card I want right now. So I probably mill and make a token. Cat is pretty good, but they only 11. It's dangerous for them. If they have Kaito here, then they have a pretty good turn. But we can block the cat, which is something. They have to consider their life total as well. If we draw a worm, it's really powerful, especially if they go Kaito. Double cat is pretty good. Yep, I take that one. Drawing 4 cards is a problem. Double cat is strong. Okay, let's see what we can do. Shocking. Okay. For a siren, I guess. Not for the knight. One mana removal? Maybe. Maybe 1 mana removal. Not drawing well. Oh, not milling well too. Yep. So we know they have a lot of cards. I think actually it is this. Maybe find something decent. It's decent enough. I will pressure here. We do get a Roots next turn. We do get a Roots and we get 1 activation for sure. Actually 2. Yeah, kinda expected this. They're gonna draw cards, but they're on 6 life. So we try to pressure them as much as we can. You're gonna draw cards. There could be a Kaito, but then they only have 1 mana left. So they really need to find like removal spell as much as they can. So yeah, let's see how we do this. Do we wanna remove a creature? That's the main question. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. They're still on 6 life. A bat. Okay, that's painful. That is quite painful. Okay. Mill. We get a lot of creatures here, so we can do this. Okay, let's do first this here. Let's remove this one. We have 1 green. I mean, I can get flyers here. Which I think I have to. Okay, let's do this smart. Let's do one more. Okay, I think we quite white now. Next turn is gonna be super explosive. They have a lot of cards, but our board is really strong. They cannot just attack. I mean, they can remove my token there, of course. But they're also on 6 life. We faced 3 removal spells so far. We still have a fungus, which, yeah, helps us to deal with things, but next turn we're quite explosive again. We have 1, 2 creatures left. So we can get 2. We can use 1 here. Yeah, we have a really good attack. If we find an Ouroboros, then wow. Really big attack. Okay, yeah. They try to go in for the draws, which I respect. They want to have a lot of blocks back, which I get as well. They go in 7, draw 4 cards again. I mean, the thing is, you can draw a lot of cards, but your mana is limited, right? And we just pressure so much with our board. Our Roots is on the field, really hard to deal with. Okay, yeah. 3 mana already spent, 2 left. Now it's our turn. We have a lot of good draws here. That's not a good draw. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. Trying to go as wide as we can. No. We're gonna mill here. Maybe find something. That's good. That's sad. It's gonna be on this one. They maybe have another removal. Okay, they tapped that one down too. Well, so be it, huh? So be it. We are still white. We don't have cards in our hand, but they need to find a way to deal with all of this. They're still on 7 life. We have 18. They have limited mana to spend. We have a lot of mana to spend. We didn't see a single worm here, right? It's no worm in the 50% of our deck. It's a bit sad. Yeah. Okay. I mean, at this point, to be fair, it's not that bad. We used as much as we can. They were definitely hoping to find that card earlier. And now they have to think. They cannot really attack well. Like, I could draw cards that just mess this up big time. It's actually a world where I'm gonna use the fungus here. I think you cannot. I will actually throw in the fungus here. Okay, yeah, they draw 4 cards. I can get rid of a Curiosity, technically. Would give me 1 more attack. Or do I want to draw a card? I low-key feel like I have to draw a card. Yeah. That one gone. If I get rid of this one, they have 4 blockers. So they would block this. Okay, they have no mana left. Now we can do the math.
The housewarming party has arrived.
Okay, they would have 4 blockers.
Take a break, will ya?
So they block these. What is the best play here? It's an interesting turn. What could I draw that helps me a lot? Cash Grab is huge. Esper Origin is huge. I think we draw. I think we draw here. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. If we find an orb, yeah, here we found one. That's really, really good. Hello? Hello. You can deal with this. You can deal with this. Hello. Hello. Well, that's a worm. Okay, yeah, we can keep this. Oh, Mono Red. Ooze has to do it. Ooze and Cauldron can maybe bring it home. Can maybe bring it home. This will just get a shock. I think I misplayed. I should have played this land here. Okay, let's take the shock here. Let's get rid of one of our oozes. Good, we have a second one. Nemesis, okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna block here. Okay, yeah, sure, nice. Can do this, but it's not good enough. Maybe could have waited here if they have 3 damage. I still have a Cauldron though. They can start shocking their Nemesis. They have everything. If you have everything, you have everything, Rapunzel. Can play this. Not good enough. Not good enough too. I need to find a removal. So I need to find this one, yeah. I mean, not optimal, of course, to see the show off there, but maybe we can get through this. Okay, that's a good one. Still have to get rid of this. There's no other way. I'm gonna go Cauldron here. We found answers. You should see my auto deck, yeah. Okay. Can our Tender be Tender? Is that even something to say? That's an Ooze. Just have to make sure that this card gets over the threshold. That's what we're gonna do here. Make this to a point where it's strong enough. Do they have 4 damage? They have something. Okay, we're gonna mill a card. Still get the life. Okay, now finding a land would be huge. Good game. It's gonna be pretty big. A 4/6 is not that easy to get rid of. That's a little lizard, which I'm fine with. Wow. It doesn't really matter here anymore. Doesn't really matter. But hey, you play Mono Red, you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. And yeah, we went through. Double Ooze, definitely on the lucky side, especially with Cauldron against that deck, so we cannot be unhappy with this draw here. GG. Guys, this deck is way more powerful than I ever expected it to be. This card as a plant is just, oh my god, like you will see, like it's absolutely ridiculous what this card can do, and I'm really gonna play this in best of 3 as well. I also have a best of 3 version. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments, and I also will stream this probably in best of 3 as well, so feel free to join me on Twitch as well. The link is also in the description below. And of course, if you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. It would help me a lot, and I'm already really happy with all the people that enjoy my content and me being back, because I was gone for a while. And if you want to know why I was gone, there's a video attached to this channel. You can see it, and yeah, it's a bit of a longer story, but I tried to keep it quite short, just a bit of an introduction of myself. And yeah, try the deck, it's super fun. See you guys next time.